Well, this stretch of the season has been a bit of a roller coaster for the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. They have seen one big consistency. Davis Feldman has lived up to his role as ace pitcher, becoming a steady force on the mound in his return to the Redhawk rotation. Feldman's the winningest pitcher on the team this season, earning 6 wins on the mound. He has a 6-1 record. That's the most on the Redhawks roster and the second in the entire American Association. He ranks second amongst active pitchers on the Redhawks roster in ERA, though he has pitched 27 more innings than the current leader in that category. Feldman, who began to shine for the Redhawks last season before being picked up by the Toronto Blue Jays, talked to us earlier today about his success so far this year.
Obviously getting released from the Blue Jays org in spring training, added a little fire under the belt. Great defense behind me. Obviously I can't do it all alone, but, just trusting my stuff and kind of going in there knowing that, hitting's hard, not giving those guys too much credit, and just trusting myself, throwing the ball over the plate and letting the defense make a play.
That was a part of our Redhawks Weekly segment with Adam Shalafu on Valley News Now. You can find the full interview on our Facebook page. The Redhawks are back in action tonight, opening a new series with the Sioux City Explorers. We're going to have highlights coming up tonight at 10. The United States Olympic basketball team is back in action, holding an open practice in Las Vegas as they begin their quest for a 5th straight gold medal. It's a dream team-like lineup for the U.S. this year, with a roster featuring future Hall of Famers LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant, just to name a few. But it also features some of the biggest young stars, like Minnesota Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards. Despite the big names on the court, Edwards says he won't be taking a backseat in the Olympic Games.
I'm still the #1 out. Yeah. I mean, y'all might look at it differently. I don't look at it no different. I'm playing alongside Steph, Bron, and KD, so I ain't got to do too much. I just got to be out there and do the right thing.
The groups have now been made official for the Olympic basketball competition. Team USA in Group C alongside Serbia, led by NBA MVP Nikola Jokic. The U.S. will host their first exhibition game on Wednesday against Canada. You got to love the confidence from Anthony Edwards.
I don't know if we think of it differently, but Steph might feel differently, or LeBron might feel differently.
Any of the literal future Hall of Famers on the roster, but we'll see.